Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Menace Monk. I hope you're having an amazing day. I know I am, and I'm very excited for today's topic. Today I'm going to speak about something personal to me, something that made me feel like my voice was trapped inside of me, and how I was able to free myself from that, and how you could do the same for yourself. I can't wait for this because I feel like I have such a trapped voice too, and I just so desperately want it to speak its truth as well. And that's exactly how I felt too. But before I begin with telling my story on how I found my voice, I want to explain how I lost it in the first place. If you watched my video, how God saved me from murdering a man, this left me with a lot of destructive thoughts, and the most dominant being that I wanted to murder this man. You know that I was sexually abused, and this experience caused me to lose my voice and suppress it. And although there was a lot of different factors that played into having a suppressed voice, this was the main one. Shortly after this occurrence, I was starting school, kindergarten, and I never spoke to anybody. I never spoke to a teacher, any children, just nobody, which was odd for my parents because I would speak at home, but I wouldn't speak in public. My suppressed voice carried on for many years. Although I started to speak a little bit more, it wasn't as much as I wish I could have. I wish I could have expressed myself and just been more free. I was being trapped inside my own body. I had so much to say, but I didn't know how to say it. I wanted to share a message. I wanted to allow people to hear my voice. And I felt like I had a beautiful voice, but I just didn't know how to release it. So how did you get the courage to start speaking your truth? As I got older, I became very picky on who I started to tell my truth to. So I wanted to speak so badly, but my voice was trapped. It was like it was stuck and it just couldn't come out. But I had such a big desire to share my story, to share my message, to share my knowledge with other people that I just had no connection with, that I didn't know personally. And now here I am on YouTube speaking my truth. I'm on a platform where my voice is accessible to anybody around the world. So if you don't know about what chakras are, you're going to learn about them today. Wait, what's a chakra? Chakras are spiritual energy centers within the human body. There are 7 chakras in our body, or I should say that there are 7 main chakras. And throughout life, we learn how to block some of these or all of these chakra energies. And today, I'm going to speak about the throat chakra, the chakra that is responsible for speaking your truth. And this chakra is located right in your throat. When this energy center is flowing properly, you're able to speak your truth and communicate with yourself and others in an effective way. And if you have a lot of pain in your throat area, then that means that your throat chakra is probably blocked. If you have a blocked throat chakra, that means that you probably have a hard time expressing your thoughts. You might be having a hard time speaking. You might have social anxiety, and these are just to name a few. So what can I personally do to help myself start speaking my truth and unblock my own chakra? The great news is that you can actually do a lot to unblock this. If you know somebody who has a hard time speaking their truth and they really want to speak their truth, share this video with them because it will definitely help them. If you've watched my prior videos, or are you looking for this type of love from someone else? Do you feel guilty for even thinking that you could give yourself this much love? Then you know that spiritual awakening is not all sunshines and rainbows and gumdrops. It's not like that. Spiritual awakening are intense. They're crazy, they're dark. You're going to have to remember and keep the mindset that this is going to take a lot of work to get to the light side of the spiritual awakening that you desire so badly. Today, I'm going to share 5 different ways on how you could unblock the throat chakra. There's so many other ways, and if you want to do your research, I would highly encourage you to do that. But today, I just don't want to overwhelm you with so much information, so I'm going to stick to 5. Number 1. If you're a singer, you're going to love this. If not, it's okay. I'm not a singer either, but I still do it. Singing. Singing is a big way to unblock this. If you're not comfortable with people hearing you sing, that's okay. You can do it when nobody is there. For example, I like to do it in the car. I love to blast my music and sing. You can blast your music anywhere and just sing over it. That's okay, just as long as you're singing, wherever you feel comfortable. Number 2, positive affirmations. Positive affirmations are basically sayings or statements that you're going to repeatedly say to yourself so you can let go of negative thoughts or negative affirmations about yourself. For example, you can say something like, I surrender to my higher self and allow that voice to speak freely through me. This is actually one of the affirmations I use on a daily basis to allow myself to speak my own truth. And I'll find a YouTube link for releasing my inner voice and I'll just play it. And subconsciously my brain picks up on that. And it's like you're not doing much work in this one because you can do it while you're cleaning, while you're cooking. You might be doing so many other things, but your subconscious mind is taking in everything that it's hearing. Number 3, drinking water. If you're not a big water drinker, then I would highly recommend you make that a habit. When I was younger, I never used to drink a lot of water, but I made a habit of always carrying a water bottle with me. When I carry my water bottle, I'm constantly drinking water because it's beside me. Drinking water is so beneficial to helping you release and unblock your voice and your truth. Number 4, guided meditations. I've used guided meditations to help me release my own inner voice as well. It's so easy, and there's also different apps that you can use. You can do it while you're sleeping. I do this a lot while I'm sleeping. I just want you to remember that when you're doing these meditations, you're not trying to run away from yourself. You're trying to come to peace with what's happening on the inside. Number 5. Write down your thoughts. It's crazy because once your brain sees something written down, it registers it so differently. What I started to do is just to write down a lot of my thoughts. I started to write down poems. I just started to just write. And if you write stuff down and you feel like it's garbage, that's okay. I've done the same, but you have to remember, the more you do something, the better you get at it. Wow, those are actually pretty easy and some fun techniques that I can use to implement into my own life. Those are definitely great techniques that you can start implementing into your life to see a different change inside of your life. But just like I said before, you have to remember that these are things that you have to make a habit. You can't just drink water once and think, oh, okay, my throat chakra is unblocked, or that you can write down something once, or you can sing once. No. You have to make it a habit. You have to constantly do it, and then slowly your throat chakra will release and it will flow more freely. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. I would love to hear your opinions and what maybe you would like to hear about next. If you have any questions about the topics I've already talked about, just let me know. I would definitely try to cover it. Peace and love. Loving yourself is not an easy process, especially if you've been feeding yourself self-hate your whole entire life. Your brain registers it differently. I'm doing that. Yeah,